Right, right. Yeah, I'm there. I'm at Big Media Labs on YouTube, but I'm not signed in as Big Media Labs. I wanted to see what it was like. Live now. Got it. Oh, video unavailable. Interesting. Streaming prep Thursday. Right. Oh. Hmm. Huh. Recommend channel. Oh, by the way, just so you know, um, some of your emails are going into my spam folder. I don't know why. Yeah, because it says live now. I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but everybody and their brother is now on the web because they're at home. Who's your provider of internet? Comcast shares, so it could be an issue. Okay, I'll try it. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can turn down the Zoom volume and turn up the YouTube volume. See if I can do that. Let's see.
Testing 1, 2. Now, what I need to know is if you are hearing me in the YouTube channel coming from the Wirecast. So
and
I'm
that's what
going.
and that's what's a problem because
Wait, that's coming into it. All right, so here's the test. I'm coming from this microphone on this camera over to my left, going out to Zoom, and then Zoom is coming back into the Wirecast screen share, and then going out to YouTube. And hopefully you're hearing me right now. I probably can't hear you in this headset. Well, I should be able to from Zoom. Hang on one second. I should be able to hear you on Zoom here. Let me go to my speakers. Same as system speakers. I should be hearing you in. Yeah, I should be hearing you plenty fine. Let me see if this guy comes on. I don't know why I'm not hearing YouTube. I'm not hearing any audio over here. All right, that's not working. Why don't I hear? Let me see if I can change this over here. 1 second. Speakers. All right, now I've got it over here. So, Ed, say something so I can hear you. Now, I'm not. Oh, you're muted, bud. You're muted on Zoom. So take off Zoom. The mute on Zoom.
Check 1, 2, 3. I'm
Yes,
hearing
now I
everything
got you.
twice.
Now this is okay. That's fine. So I'm hearing you in Zoom. Now I need to go and hear and see if I hear you on YouTube in Zoom. 1 second.
Oh, I'm going to mute. Oh, no, wait. Can't do that.
Over here, what I need to do is, they don't have a volume on this, do they?
On what?
That's the trick. I'm going to actually log out of this one. I can come back to it, but I need to make sure that I'm not hearing on the other system. 1 second, I'll be right back. Are we hearing you? Oh, that's great. I'm hearing. Nice. It's actually working.
Okay.
I am hearing this over YouTube. So that means that the I'm going out to Zoom.
Yeah.
Out on the internet, coming back into Zoom. Whoa, that's loud. Sorry. Then it comes into Wirecast as a screen capture, and then out.
The only thing is you're going to have to pay for a psychiatrist for me after this because it's
That's a good thing. That means that it's all working. Now the only thing that isn't working is the actually. Oh, I can't. It's a mind screw trying to figure out which signal's going.
No, it's hearing. The world happens double. Now I know what schizophrenia is like.
Oh, there's a delay too. Yeah, you're hearing multiple. Hey, that would be an interesting way to explain it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the YouTube
Like 10 seconds over
volume.
here. Wow.
Seriously, this would be a good form of torture.
Cheaper than waterboarding. Actually, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't know, Chris. I think that this with the not being able to get back on again is probably again that's going to end up being something you'd have to go to a tech support for because yeah.
Oh, that's why. Because if I yeah. So you you can get audio and video in here. Can you share your screen and go through the process of what you get trying to get onto Rendezvous?
And go through the I'll share my screen and then go through the process of what? Okay, I'm sharing screen. You want, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, Rendezvous. Gotta go back to the link. Not that one.
Now I believe that I want to also test. Be careful what you're showing there too, because we are broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
Access your camera and microphone. So click on settings. Careful. Let's see. What do we have here? Try selecting share screen for camera and something else. Sure. Now try your microphone. Try a different one for your microphone. No, settings.
Yeah, I tried them before.
I don't know why it's not coming up with the options.
Yeah, I know. If I type my name in, it doesn't seem to make a difference. This join button here is not.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
So what I did was I went into my settings, right? Into system preferences. There's a bunch of things like this. They tend to have a lot of them on the Mac. It's kind of a problem.
You see your micro. Yeah, that's the.
But there's no allow for
microphone. Try your microphone.
Nope, no allow.
And then allow Google Chrome.
Oh, it's allowed already right there. And then right here is allowed, but yeah.
No, Rendezvous. Well, yeah, Rendezvous should. Click on the red. Click. What's that?
No, doesn't.
Well, click on the little X for that top, for the red, way over to the right, the X. Click it. And,
oh, what the heck?
You got a join button.
That's so fun. Oh, come on.
You have to get rid of that thing, probably.
Oh, jeez.
Now, yes. Now I have it over here. Well, Rendezvous. And now I have to go into here.
And then I go over here, and I click on here, and I go over to network, and then I put in Ed. And there should be Ed. But Ed isn't coming through. And I'm not seeing it over there. Telestream is sharing your screen. Click. I should be getting you in. I should be seeing something over here. Let me go over to let me try this and then see if there's a rendezvous settings over here. Video, audio. I see you here, but I don't see you here. And you should be projecting right now out there.
So I'm trying to put that out there too. Oh, you know what? That's right.
So I'm gonna remove you, and we're gonna try it again. Disconnect Ed from rendezvous. Okay. And all right, so that did. Now my stream is fine. Now, why don't you try that again and see if that works?
Load, maybe. Oh, the red bar came up again.
All right, so I wanted to go through. So we are still streaming. And we're back. So YouTube, yeah, okay, so click on the red box. And then I should see, okay, now I see allow Ed. Add Ed to rendezvous. My stream is still there. Okay. Let me save here. Yeah, which one is missing? FaceTime, yeah. That one's gone. Let's see. I'm not seeing you. You're still spinning, aren't you?
Yep.
Are you still spinning there, bud?
Yes, there's a delay.
I'm not seeing over here, and I'll see a yes coming over here in a minute because it's a 10-second delay. Good thing I can read your lips. Over here, I'm getting real time, and then 10 seconds to get over to YouTube. It's pretty wild. Yeah. Why am I getting? No, that's already done. Well, that's really not doing what it's supposed to be able to do. Really
Yep. Yep.
I mean, thank God for Zoom. I mean, that's
Yeah. It's funny
the only way I
that
can think of to be able to connect to people remotely. it's actually a better way to manage the bandwidth because I can have a bunch of people on at the same time. The trick is, I don't think that people could. Go ahead.
Oh, 10-second delay.
I better listen on the right speakers so I can hear you in real time. Give me 1 second. This is for here. And then I need to go over here. And over here, I'm going to hear you. What am I going to hear? I'm going to hear you. This. Go back to audio. You there with me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a trip. I'm trying to keep track of everything, where everything is. All right.
Yeah,
What were
again,
you gonna say?
ultimately, as far as the Wirecast goes, I just came to that conclusion before that you really have to use their. I mean, they're selling this software, but it's not really, it works with their machines. That's what I came to the conclusion. That's an untested theory, but that's what I'm theorizing anyway.
Well, again, I did a pretty big deal with the Joomla conference in Italy,
Okay.
and it was pretty straightforward. We were, recording these programs. You just click the buttons and you're going and you're recording. Awesome. And the other guys were streaming. They didn't have really any technical difficulties. Nothing. No problems with Wirecast.
Really?
It was weird. I don't know.
Well,
what I did notice on the Mac.
mm-hmm.
So I have this headset here. This morning when I was testing, it's a USB wireless, and I use it fine on my PC. But remember the issues that we were having with the crackling in the headphones when we were listening?
Yeah.
And the distortion?
Yep.
Well, this morning, and I wasn't even broadcasting, I tested the new headphones on the Mac, and what I got was that same faulty, crackly audio.
Really?
These are the same headphones, and I'm over here on the PC, and it's just fine. And
Same
the thing
thing.
is, because I was streaming music plus, through, and what I found is that it was crackling, but when I turned on the speakers on the main speakers on the Mac, it was clear and beautiful.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if it's something to do with the driver as it relates to the output for the headphones.
Huh.
Something in the system has some kind of a conflict.
Okay.
Because remember, when I broadcast this, I was hearing all the crackly audio because I was listening in headphones. But it didn't come through that way on the
right
on the broadcast.
Right.
So so it's a consistent thing, whether it was a USB headphone or whether it is the other. It's something to do with that might be a glitch in Mac software.
Right. Well,
but I did go ahead.
The machine that they sell that goes along with the software, the hardware is a PC based, Windows based. So maybe maybe what you're saying wasn't tested as well as it should have been.
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. But the main thing is that we are going live. This is working. coming from Wirecast, or coming from Zoom into Wirecast, and then broadcast out to YouTube.
Okay.
The drag is that the rendezvous link isn't working, so we can't connect to folks for, that's set up so you can have a shot and then, do kind of like the CNN where you have different,
Right.
somebody coming in from France or somebody coming from over. Here's our subject matter experts.
Right.
And I don't know why I'm able to get it to work here. I'm wondering if that might be some kind of a networking or firewall issue. It might be broadcasting that over different. I wouldn't think that it would go. I would think that it would go over port 80, but it might be using a different port. So there might be a setting that I have to free up with the because I can test it from one computer here in my network and get it, and it works fine. But you're having problems, and Joe was having problems connecting externally. So I have to find out if there's something that I have, some kind of a port that I have to open up. If you happen to do any research on that and find that out, that would be something really helpful to this whole process. I don't need to get into all of this, the rest of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you about while we're streaming, but this part is proved to work. So I'm going to turn off YouTube and see if I can start another session after I close this one off. So that's the next test that I'm going to do. So let me come off here. All right, folks, if you've been watching, this is testing of our new broadcast system from somewhere in the north. I love those. I love those. The Aurora light, the northern lights. Oh, that's just beautiful. That one's built into. I get all these. That one's in Zoom.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to cancel this.